Who was drafted after Rui? Who was better than him? Tyler Hero.
Yuck.
That was easy.
PJ Washington.
Yuck. Although he did get the Brittany Renners pregnant, so I don't know. That might be a win. But he did. He dropped 0 points.
PJ Washington smashing Brittany Renner?
0 points.
Yeah.
He
killing
killing Brittany Renner shit?
He already killed it because now there's a baby in there. So.
Word. Oh, that's him?
Yeah.
This nigga's not even attractive, respectfully. I'm just saying, like.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I'm so cold-blooded. I fear nobody, I fear nobody. I walk like a champion.
All right, what's up, everybody? This is episode 83 of the Saratobi Sports Podcast. Hosting today, me, the lovable JT, just in transition, just stuck in traffic, just on his damn phone, but always just on time. Yes, just in the friend zone as well. Yes, of course.
I see what you did with that little sneak diss there.
Hey, man, look, it is what it is. To my right, a guy, actually, I should say, a Guyanese, standing at 6 foot. Wearing a fitted hat for like the first time in
Since
ever.
like middle school?
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't look bad on him either.
Fashion
Does not look bad either.
Listen, my hair needed to grow back out, so it didn't look too big on my head.
Hey,
That's
man,
true.
Whatever. Yeah.
What up, John? How's it going?
I'm all right.
All right,
You know,
all right.
thanks for introing me. It's a nice feeling. Happy to be here. You know, JT biked here, and I still got here after
Yeah,
him,
Justin rode his bike.
You know, this is when I figure out this joke, I'm coming for everybody, all right?
That's what's going to be the cover art. I'm going to take a picture of the bike. I'm going to send it to Matt.
Y'all
Yeah,
some
we
assholes.
just gonna just crop JT like with little ass legs on there.
Oh, when I look like, what's the dude in the bike, in the scary movies?
Oh, Jigsaw?
Jigsaw, yeah.
Now we about to crop what's his face, homie from Bad Santa, and like put your face on him. Hell yeah.
Oh, boy. All right. And as you've already heard, to my other right, a guy that also needs no introduction. He walks with a cane not because he has to, but because he needs to. The resident Kappa of the crew,
Hell yeah.
Miles Wilson.
It's just a bougie gang.
You already know. With my coffee in my hand. How's it going, everybody?
Worldwide West.
Because everywhere I go, I leave a worldwide mess.
There you go.
Indeed.
The Deacon of Diva. Do Crips have to pay dues?
The Crips have to
Dude,
pay dues.
the Crips have to pay
I
dues.
wouldn't know. Our colors are red.
Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. And to the far, far right, off screen, as always, from the great beyond, but always in our hearts, the Saratobi Soundman himself, Matt Barba.
You know, I'm putting in a formal motion to remove myself from being the far right. I am now across.
He's in the center.
He's in the center.
He's in the center.
He's in the middle of our hearts.
All right.
Bullseye right through the center.
Okay.
Moderate.
All right. And with that special guest appearance today, I would say childhood friend. We grown up together, you know. What?
Have you grown?
All right, so this is bull. I will not accept the slander. All right, don't stop embarrassing me in front of my guests. Damn it. Oh boy, but
you're embarrassing me.
basically, a resident New Rochellian, and baseball player Wes Albert. Thank you for joining us today.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Hey man, I'm happy to be on the show finally.
Hey man, look,
He
it
only told us like a month ago, so you know.
Yeah, you know.
precursor. This they were getting on my case because I haven't brought any guests on to the show.
It's only been 83 episodes.
Yeah.
But you know what? We here, and we happy to have you, my brother.
Hey, I'm happy to be here, man.
See, I figured I'd get some brownie points because I got, you know, a professional athlete. So
I got a professional athlete. Too.
yeah, that's true. You got a professional athlete too. So John, where's your professional athlete?
So we.
Excuse me.
He's like,
I got a college coach.
it's all right. We popping
Oh
whatever.
boy, but yeah, you know, it's been a long time coming. But let's just get into it. So you know, I just first wanted to, you know, tell the people, you know, so you are in the independent league, right? Pitcher for the independent leagues.
Yep, yeah. I'm playing indie ball now. No, I'm enjoying the hell out of it for sure, though. You know,
Word.
people, it's crazy though. People really be thinking indie ball is like, you know, some rec league baseball. I'm like, bro, we're professional baseball players. Like a lot of my teammates played minor league ball for teams, and I'm like, we get paid. It's not like we just getting paid in beer.
I mean, listen, getting paid in beer, it's not. Stop. No, but it's crazy because I've been talking to like a lot of my friends that enjoy baseball, and I've really been saying for a long time, like, yo, the MLB's fucking up by not putting a lot of money into the minor league system, and I feel like people that have played in the minors, so it's like you probably can speak firsthand on like it's kind of grimy.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of friends that honestly just got cut from their teams because last year because of COVID,
right?
MLB cut like what 5,000 players or some shit like that, and they cut so many different levels. Like now I got friends that are just shit out of luck. A lot of them got to come play indie ball basically with me, but like it's messed up how MLB is basically messing with minor league baseball. They're changing all the rules. They're basically using them as guinea pigs. So it is a messed up industry for them.
Yeah. So with you in the independent league, so is there so I know you say you have friends that have played minor league ball and everything like that. Is there also I would say like a smaller pipeline from independent? Have you seen people go from independent, to the majors before? Mm.
Oh, all the time. A dude on the Mets, what's his name? Jose Martinez.
Mm.
He played on one of the teams in my league, and he plays for the Mets now. He's been in the league for I think 4 or 5 years, but
right.
Yeah, like MLB is always looking for players, and indie ball is perfect. Young guys, they're hungry, they want to play. Sign them up.
Yeah, it's a farm system for their farm system. Like you want to get those recruits, you want to get that talent any way you can. So my thing is, talk a little bit about your journey to get to this point. Like, let's go from the beginning. Like, set the stage for us.
Set the table. From the origin story.
Yeah.
Well, it all started with a glove. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Shit. I mean, I've been playing baseball since I was 5, and it's just a sport that just clicked for me. I played basketball, played football. Baseball is just the sport that, I enjoyed probably the most. Basketball, I couldn't deal with ball hogs. I just can't. Football, I'm not going to lie, I was not smart enough to know none of them damn plays. Baseball is shit. You throw a ball and pray to God he don't hit it. To me, that shit was easy and fun. I went to Salesian High School down the street, all boys Catholic school.
Hell yeah.
Didn't get really recruited out of high school because of grades, and I was also just 6'2", 175. So ain't nobody really want that.
Yeah.
I went to Westchester Community College for about 2 years, where I was like actually able to get like an opportunity to play, and I was able to grow from there. Got a scholarship offer from Lee University in Tennessee at D2,
right? Which
they're in a phenomenal conference. So like, if y'all have ever heard of Tampa, we play against them dudes a lot. So like I've seen some good comps. I played against a lot of guys that play minor league baseball now. Didn't get drafted out of college, but since baseball is like, something I love to death, I just kept sticking with it.
Yeah.
Summer after college, just kept going to tryouts, even though my arm was probably dead, like done. I was just hitting up tryouts, and then I'd say February or March of 2019, went to a tryout in Pennsylvania for the Joliet Slammers and the Evansville Otters. Shit, I was slinging the hell out that ball that day. And then they thought I pitched well enough, gave me a contract that like about 3 days later, and I was pitching for the Slammers later that summer for them.
Nice.
And then but so it's fun to be in. Shoot, I actually just got traded to a team in Montana 2 days ago.
Damn, Montana.
Ooh.
God damn.
Yeah.
We about to be out there with Kanye.
He said Montana.
All right, so what's that like being traded from an organization? Like, how is that, whole process?
I mean, it's something I didn't see coming at all. Like, I was mentally prepared to just go back to Illinois, but it's after a while, like, you realize it's a business. Like, I wasn't offended that I got traded. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the whole thing of like, Wes, you about to play baseball in Montana. Like, if anything, that's the part that I'm like still confused on. But no, it's a business, but you just see it as like an opportunity that someone out there values you and wants you. So to me, it's a positive.
Yeah, it's a very optimistic outlook on it.
No, for sure. I feel like that is the thing though. Like, you know what I mean? Where it's like, you're our first person that we're able to get this direct response to about it. But that's one of the ways to look at trades. It's either they don't want you or there's another team that wants you more.
Yeah.
So I feel like, it's one of the situations where, especially when it comes by surprise, it's like, hey, it's just another opportunity. And I like how you set it off with like people out here thinking this is rec league just because it's not the one league that they know. They forget about all these different leagues, and especially like soccer is basically the biggest sport in the world. All those other leagues people don't know about that are pro, things like that. It's like you said, you're not playing with slouches. Like, these are people. No. Like, this isn't like, it's not rec league. People are playing for a career. They're playing because they love it. They're playing to try and make something of themselves. There's so many reasons, and it makes competition like that much more.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, you're still playing with professional baseball players. You're playing with guys that were probably with the Angels, the Giants. Like, you're playing with dudes that played affiliated. Like, and they're trying to get right back to where they were, and you're trying to get to where they were. So I see it as the way I explain it to people. I'll be like, it's like G League for basketball, pretty much. Mm-hmm. That's the best way to explain it. Like, you're in the minors. That's the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like the thing about baseball that not a lot of people understand is that it's not like the pipeline to the MLB isn't as straightforward as it is with NBA, NFL. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because with baseball, it's like there's diamonds in the rough all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like one of my favorite players, Jeff McNeil on the Mets. You know what I'm saying? Like, he played at community college for a little bit before it ended up going to a bigger college and eventually going to the minor league system. And now he's one of the best second basemen in the whole MLB. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's definitely like a little bit of a change that, people who don't really follow the sport wouldn't necessarily understand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what people understand. Like, out of all the sports, baseball is probably the hardest to make it in. Football, you might get lucky. You run in like a 4-3, and a team might just be like, fuck it, we'll grab him. Basketball, well, he shoots the three at 40%. Baseball, you're competing with kids from Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Japan, high school phenoms, these high D1 kids. It's like, it's hard. Like, baseball, you could be a first round pick and they will never hear about you again.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like, you will never sniff you will never sniff shoot even AAA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, like, do you like you were saying, like, you're playing with dudes from like, Dominican, or you're competing against dudes from like Dominican Republic, overseas, Japan, things like that. Have you had experience like playing with, guys from the Dominican Republic, Cuba, who, this is like their first time coming over, to America to really play? English isn't that well. Like, what's the cultural, I guess, adjustment like, in your opinion?
When I was with the Slammers, my first year, we traded for a kid out from the DR. He was with the Royals minor league, but he was in their system in the Dominican, and then we signed him. He did not know any English, but like, I mean, honestly, you guys both just understand baseball. Like, that's literally after a while, like, that's the only communication y'all really need. Just as long as we both understand what we need to do on the field, like, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm about to say, I mean, shit. I mean, if you nice, I'm nice, bet. Listen, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you know how to cover the bag on a double play, bet. We good, bro.
Trying to win games out here.
That's
exactly.
Listen, you know the sign for trying to swing inside out, bro. We good. That's it.
Exactly. Look, as long as you know that shit, we good. But if you struggling with that, like, look, bro, we gonna have problems. Like, we really gonna have problems.
Right. So let me ask you a little bit more of a personal question, right? So
Yeah.
as we both know, because I assume that you're a baseball fan, right? Like just in terms of like MLB, right? Yeah, right.
It's
Yeah.
a pretty safe assumption.
Pretty
Yeah.
safe
Hey,
assumption.
no,
right?
but there's,
Yeah.
no, there's some people that aren't fans of the sport. They just happen to be really good at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm about to say that Anthony
That's
Edwards
true.
say he don't be watching. He rather watch NFL than
Yeah,
than-
Yeah.
he's a football player.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So all right. So it's a safe assumption, right? Okay. So we know that there's a race problem in the MLB. I'm saying not necessarily in terms of how they view race, but more so like the demographics of race that played. For example, most of the league now is predominantly Hispanic, like Latin American, white. I'm saying, and there's been a declination of black players in the league. So what do you feel like is your take on that?
I feel, Spanish kids, that's all they got. They coming from pretty much nothing. They just know baseball. I feel like, white people, they could do whatever. Black people, I don't know. With us, I just feel like it's sometimes it's not like, I don't think baseball is really a sport that really appeals too much to African Americans really. Like it's not a flashy sport to us. We want to be able to dunk and shoot threes and cross people over or truck somebody, like sitting around in the outfield. It's not something that appeals to us, but that doesn't mean like people shouldn't look at us for baseball. I played with kids. I used to play travel ball in Compton in a summer league.
Really?
I played with all black team, some of the best players I've ever played with. And it's just, people just overlook us because it's like, well, probably because we're black. But it's like, we're out playing white boys out there. Like, but yeah, I just feel like, sometimes it's not a sport that really appeals to us. But then I've seen African American kids that do get a chance and it's just like, what the fuck? Like, this ain't your sport, bro. This ain't you. And I'll be honest, like some guys, it's not for them. You probably just made it because you're fast. But I think it is a good thing though that MLB is trying to get more African Americans involved in it. Like I do think us as a race, we do need to expand our horizon because basketball is not for everybody. Football ain't for everybody. Be different. If you want to play baseball, if you want to go out and throw a ball, be different. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, with that, I also feel part of it is, like you're saying about you can be good at that one thing, and it's easier for a team to take a flyer on you in other sports like basketball and football. And I think that those are a little more athleticism sports as opposed to baseball. Not that baseball players are not athletes, but there's for people to want to take like a flyer on you, usually there needs to be more technique to it. So I feel like that's a part of it as well, where it's like, we all know some kid who could jump out the gym who's going to get a D2, possibly a D1 look for basketball or football just because they're athletic. And people are thinking, all right, maybe I could teach the technique, things like that. So I do feel like that kind of goes into a part of it as well.
Right.
But no, I really like what you said. Like it's one of those where it's like, oh man, that's not the traditional sports that like people think of, and you're showing the good example. Like it's not that clear path, but the paths are there, and it's a lot of work. You got to commit to the work.
Hell yeah. And the reason why I ask you is just because like I have always been a baseball fan. I mean, I'm a diehard Yankee fan, don't get me wrong, but I'm a baseball fan before anything else, you know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of a weird transition from where like baseball used to be, kind of to where baseball is now, in the sense that like you as a kid coming up, like an African American kid coming up, whatever, it's a lot easier to look up to people in the NFL, NBA, and see people that look like you and be like, wow, I want to be the next LeBron James, or I want to be the next Devin Booker, or I want to be the next Derrick Henry, and that conversation can go on forever. But for baseball, it's like outside of Mookie Betts and
Tim Frazier,
Tim Anderson.
Yeah, sorry.
Tim Anderson, David Price. There's not too many people to really look up to and be like, wow, like, yo, I want to be like this guy. It's not, you don't really see that many recognizable faces. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like, with some teams, not every team has a African American on it. So like, if a kid like kind of is interested in baseball, but he sees, well, there's no black people on this team. All right, well, I guess this sport's not for us. He's going to lose interest like that. So I'm happy so many more just getting involved. Like, shit, we saw last year, Seattle had like 8 or 9 black guys on it.
Yep.
Like, to me, that's incredible. Like, I don't even think that's ever happened in history that 9 black kids have been on a team together.
Right.
Yep. And just talking about I think we all agree. Like, we do like the, us black people, we like the flashy things, the showboating in the end zones, and the,
Tim Anderson, tossing the bat.
Exactly. But I think that also plays into like the whole backflips. Like, do you think if like the MLB wasn't so like buttoned up and strict over like the bat tosses or showing emotion, like outside of like, like you being a pitcher, like you're hyped up when you strike out somebody, 2 outs, to end the inning, you can yell and like scream. But if I hit a grand slam off you, I got to just put my head down and trot around the bases.
Yes,
like,
let's get this pitcher's point of view. I like this.
See, to me, if someone pimps your home run, they pimp it. You gave up a home run. That's your fault. Like, do what you want. I've given up bombs to people. The last thing I'm worried about is him flipping the bat. I'm probably watching the ball go 450 out the stadium. Like, damn, like I really gave that up. Like, yo, if you want to throw the bat into the stands, go ahead. You just hit a bomb. You know how hard that shit is? Like,
right.
I have no problem with dudes pimping home runs. To me, it's exciting. Like, it brings a new element to the game.
It's better for the game. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't know. I really do feel
make baseball
like
fun again.
And you don't have to comment on this. This is just my personal opinion about the MLB. I just feel like for the most part, it's so much about the integrity of the game. It's so much so much more of a conservative way of thinking in terms of how the game is played. You know what I'm saying? It's like we can't, like people don't want the DH, like people are traditionalists very much so when it comes to the game. But you don't have to comment on that. I'm just stating my own personal opinion about the MLB because I won't get in trouble from it. But yeah,
to me, you 100% right. Like, they just don't want to change the old ways of the game. Like, they just want to keep it, all preppy about it. It's like, bro, like, look, I play baseball. Baseball is fucking boring. I'm not gonna lie. Baseball's fucking boring. If I'm not pitching, I am not paying attention. I promise you that.
Right, but you're having fun when you pitching though.
Exactly.
Listen, you're not the only baseball player I've heard say this.
Like, I'll be honest, baseball's boring. You know how hard it is for me to drag friends to a game, but bro, like, I gotta sit in the stands for 3 hours. I'm like, I
know coaches who feel that way.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right, so wait, this is just a random sidebar. In your league, do they have a universal DH, or is it?
Yes.
Okay. See, the MLB just gotta get this shit together, bro. There's no reason why there shouldn't be a D. It's crazy. Whatever. Okay. That's all I need to say.
Well, no. But it's like, all right.
To
so
me,
like, you're a pitcher
sense
though. Do you like pitching, or are you comfortable with just let somebody else do that hitting shit?
Me, I want somebody else to hit that shit. I know how I pitch. I see how other dudes pitch. No, I don't want no parts of that. Like, bro, let somebody else hit.
It's like me in volleyball. I feel you.
Valid, bro. See, I really do respect the honesty, man. That's because I don't know, man. It's pointless. Nobody want to see fucking Noah Syndergaard or fucking any other random pitcher. Fucking
DeGrom has to hit a home run so the Mets have a chance of winning after he pitches a shutout 8 innings.
Listen, I will say this though. I have seen Jacob DeGrom hit a home run in real life. It's actually it's pretty crazy. But
you tell me that when Bartolo Colon hit that home run against the Padres, that shit wasn't fire.
Listen, and that's
I thought I was dreaming when I saw that.
Hell yeah. Oh, man, that's funny.
That man got a diet of plátanos and cheeseburgers. He was out here hitting home runs.
Uncle Bartolo.
Oh, en tres leches. Hell yeah.
Oh, my God.
The best cake.
Yes.
I like how you bring up the whole, like, baseball being more progressive because it's like now we see it with younger people like Fernando Tatis.
Hell yeah.
Junior, he's, trying to make the game more fun and then catching all this shit. But I do like now how people are kind of standing up for it. So from your perspective, do you feel like, I'm sure you're around some older people as well, do you feel like they're still very, like, curmudgeon-y and stuck in their ways? Or are they okay with the direction that the game seems to be going?
I like that word.
No, a lot of the older guys I know, they're stuck in their ways. Like, even when, like, they'll have their own players do it, like some managers, they won't say nothing about it, but in the back of their head, they're like, "How the fuck did he pimp that? Like, that's not right. Just run the bases." It's like, no, like, he just hit a home run. Like, have some excitement about it,
right?
Yeah, like, let him breathe. Like, no, I know older people are just like, nah, they want to keep the game clean. And it's like, bro, this is the new age of baseball. Like, you know, younger guys are coming in with more flair, more excitement. Like, you just gotta let them be them. Like, that's just who they are.
And that's
Hey man, look, it's either you let us pimp home runs or we're going back on the steroids. All right,
what you want?
Pick one. Pick one.
Oh boy,
How do you feel about that? About how do you feel about Barry Bonds and people like that, and possibly like not getting into the Hall? Because that's something that comes up pretty often on this podcast.
Yes, we talk about it quite frequently.
I've always said if any of them should get in, I say it should be Bonds. Like, I don't know if Bonds, shit, I might be wrong. I don't know if Bonds ever actually tested positive for it. Yeah. But I'm
allegedly,
sure
allegedly.
Allegedly. But like, you know, like they've caught A-Rod lying 10 times about it. They've caught
they got
Sosa,
A-Rod lying back, yeah.
Yeah,
they caught Giambi, McGuire.
They call it Sosa.
David Ortiz, Roger
things.
Clemens. Listen, I can write you this days of how many niggas they did catch.
Right. Like, to me, I feel like Bonds should get in. But like, oh, that whole era is that's a difficult era to judge because I think everybody assumes like they probably all did it. They probably all did it. So like it's tough to judge. You let one in, you might have to let another one in.
See,
so
it's
a tough era.
That's what we bring up here is that you can't tell the history of baseball without the steroid era. So it's like that's our argument is just, you know, for people like that, you gotta put the best of that era because that era is still part of baseball.
Right.
Exactly.
And the corny thing about it to me is that like in the MLB Hall of Fame, that is a difficult Hall of Fame enough to get into. But the fact of the matter that they don't let nobody in one year, like they let nobody into the Hall of Fame this year. Like, how does that work? You telling me out of all the niggas that's played in the MLB in the past, however many years niggas be eligible, about 10 years you eligible. Y'all couldn't pick one nigga?
One. Like, to me, you even though like at a charity, let one of them in.
Right.
Like,
What's not racist but feels racist.
Right.
Like,
I don't know, bro.
Ridiculous.
It's just man, they stuck up, but that's why, you know, not the MLB, but that's why the NBA, that's why the NFL, you know what I'm saying, they let their players live, they let their players be them, and that's why they're the more popular sports. And I feel like that's just what the bottom line comes down to, you know what I'm saying? If Mike Trout was walking down the street, 10 out of 10 people would not know that he's the best baseball player in the MLB.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, if him and LeBron are walking next to each other, people, oh shit, that's LeBron. Like,
hell yeah.
That must
Who's
be
that
his
white
agent
guy?
next to him or something.
Right.
Like, that's Mike Trout. That's the best player in baseball.
Right. Like, who the fuck is this bodyguard looking ass nigga next to LeBron James? Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah. Man.
Oh man, baseball's funny.
Baseball is absolutely hilarious. But my last question, y'all probably have more questions, but the only other question I have is, in general, like, you can tell me about your baseball influences, but just sports influences in general. Like, who do you look up to? Your person or people?
Guys like me, I'm kind of like the energy guy, kind of on the field. So like I kind of, you know, give my credit to like guys like Pedro Martinez.
Hell yeah.
Shit. Travis Scott, like them dudes that just got mad energy, like when they're just doing their thing. Those are like the guys that, you know, I try to just be like on the field.
Hell yeah.
Your homie on the Reds, ready to fight everyone.
Garrett.
Amir Garrett.
Yeah.
I guarantee you I'll never hear that again. I look up to Pedro Martinez and Travis Scott. Lil Flav. Hell yeah. I like it. I like it.
Listen,
bro.
Pedro's the reason why there's a lot of Dominicans in New York who are Red Sox fans. So
yeah, that's a fact, bro.
Exactly.
Pedro's out here beating up old men. All right, we saw it. We still ain't forgive him for that, tossing old boy to the ground.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
he vibed.
I'm like, damn, Pedro, you didn't have to do him like that.
Hell yeah, boy, that shit crazy.
in my head, I'm justifying it by saying he called him the N-word. But you know what? That's just what I'm rolling with.
Yeah.
nigga
It sounds pretty plausible. If I said it, no one's gonna question it. No one's gonna be like, oh, you know.
This nigga Pedro threw him to the ground. Said, "I know block."
Oh boy. All right. So with you guys' league, is there? I don't know how much you can get into it, but like you're seeing like all these leagues, like NFL with their COVID protocols, the NBA with theirs, you know, MLB has theirs. Like, do you guys have? Is yours kind of set up in similar fashions with like the testing and everything like that?
We're not doing as much testing as MLB. So like MLB pretty much, their day got tests like basically every day to almost every other day. Us, it's like, all right, you got to get a test before the season. And then we're probably going to do one. We're probably going to at least test you at least twice a month.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. But, they're still doing like the normal, temperature checks every day when you come in the field. So at least they're like caring.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's, last year, obviously it was a strange year for everyone. But like being someone who is a professional athlete, how was last year for you, both off the fields and then also like how everything was handled?
Well, last year they cut our season really short, so we only did 30 games in my team's home stadium, no travel. But I'd say for what we could do or what was made up of it, I think I had a good season, I'd say. But up until the season started, shoot, I was in the box, just rotten, just waiting for baseball to start. Like,
Yeah, like was it so? Like, how was like throughout 2020? Like, how was training? Like, were you able to go to like team facilities, or you just have to like find a gym on your own or a park on your own?
Not yet. I had to find everything on my own because once COVID hit New Rochelle, everything was locked down.
Yeah, we the epicenter.
Yeah, bro. I was scared to tell people where I was from. Like, you from there? I'm like, nah. I'm from Syracuse.
You was better off telling niggas you was from the Bronx.
Exactly. I was like, damn, like
Hell
I can't tell nobody. I'm from Neuro. But yeah, like everything shut down here. So even the gym in my building shut down. So like I'm sitting in my apartment doing, push-ups, air squats,
Jail
abs,
workouts.
as much as I could, but just trying to stay in shape somehow. But it ain't the same as getting like an actual real lifting.
Yeah,
but if you actually give a fuck, you'll try to find a way to just keep yourself in shape as much as possible.
Hell yeah.
What is your season normally like? I know you said about 30 games. Was the shortened season?
Yeah, we usually do about 95.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's about as long as the MLB season should be, but that's the last thing I'll say about that.
Should be.
Like 160, was it 161 or 162?
162.
Listen,
That's a lot of games.
Too much.
I will always say it. If you could have 2 games in the same day, there's too much damn games.
I'm just saying.
That's the fact.
Hey man, but look, I would agree with that, but during AAU we was doing 3 games a day for basketball.
Hey man, listen.
So you could do it.
Yeah, but you weren't getting paid for that.
No, I was not.
Nigga said.
You was paying to do
I was
that.
paying to do
exactly.
that.
So you gonna try and get your money's worth. That's the difference.
Nigga say you gonna use all your ACLs. Hell
Oh
yeah.
boy. All right. This is my last question. All right. The cleat game. All right. So we're seeing a lot of it's like football and baseball. We're seeing a lot more of the Jordan cleats. I know Clint Frazier on the Yankees has like almost all his cleats are like Air Force One types. I remember he had the Cactus Jack cleats like 2 days after they came out. So like, what's your cleat game looking like these days?
Ooh, see my first year with the Slammers, I actually bought the 10s as cleats, and I really just wanted to at least look good on the field, something.
Yeah.
This year, I was like, I gotta step it up a little more. This year I got some red, white, and blue cleats for 4th of July.
Nice.
I got some 1s. I bought the 7s. I bought the 4s.
Oh yeah, that
this
check
year.
in nice, my boy. Nice. He said, "Listen, I feel you,
He
bro."
was
That's
like,
what's
ain't nobody going on no sneakers app now.
up. Nice.
Yeah, bro. Once that stimmy hit, I was like, ooh, I gotta get this year.
Hell yeah.
See that professional baseball players out here getting steamy too. He's just like me.
Love to see it, bro. Oh man.
All right. So I guess that's so since all right, last question. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries.
All right. What are your thoughts? So this upcoming MLB season, some of your favorites, any players you're looking out for? Like what's your gauge on this upcoming season?
And who's your team if you have one?
He can't say that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you?
listen. Actually, no. We can leave it out.
Go listen to our Attack on Titan special. Shout out to Ruben, Outrider Maverick. Shout out to Ryan.
at Hey Arnold with some ones in there. Y'all can go check the links. We tagged them and everything. That was a really fun time. You know, if you're not watching this or you're watching other stuff, definitely just go check that out for all our Attack on Titan people, so you can weeb out and then voice your frustrations along with us. With that, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching.
Once again, thanks for my boy Wes Albert hopping on the pod with us,
Much
talking
appreciated.
some
Much
baseball,
appreciated.
talking some basketball. You know, all things jokes, all things love.
And that's it for this week's episode. Make sure to go follow us at Saratobi Sports on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow me at Offender Narwhal on Twitter. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tell a friend and tell a friend. And yeah, guys.
Big facts. Y'all can follow me on the gram, worldwidewest_11. Y'all know the vibes. Big Yankee shit. Y'all gonna catch me at the stadium next week. And yeah, man, Black Lives Matter.
All right, yeah. Baseball season is upon us. March Madness in full effect. Look at that, Houston. Final four for the American. Let's
I
go.
think someone put $1 million on Houston at the start of Sweet 16.
Was it Mattress Mac?
I don't know.
Oh boy,
It's from Houston,
probably.
yeah.
Oh boy, but follow me on the Twitters, J_Thomas_24. Remember, nematodes are people too.
Catch y'all next week.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got